Diddy Do It?
Diddy allegedly held freak-out parties with underage girls and sex workers and had hidden cameras in every room of his house. Producer Lil Rod claims in a bombshell lawsuit he was drugged and woke up naked in bed with Diddy and 2 sex workers, and claims to have hours of video evidence documenting Diddy's serious illegal activity. Rod also alleged that Diddy possessed compromising footage of every person that attended, including Hollywood's biggest names and even royalty. He says the freak-out parties were career opportunities for young upcoming artists, and Diddy had music execs financially backing them.
Man, Diddy probably got dirt on everybody.
The private jet belonging to Sean Diddy Combs is back in South Florida, landing at Opa-locka Airport before noon on Wednesday. Outside his Star Island home in Miami Beach, 2 black SUVs guard the property. Today, one of Diddy's security guards seen wearing what appeared to be a bulletproof vest, putting up umbrellas to block the view. The Star's location remains unknown.
We know they got some information. That information was enough to get them a search warrant signed by a judge.
During an interview for this weekend's Voices with NBC6's Jawan Strader, Vic Williams, a retired special agent for Homeland Security investigations, says prosecutors will need to prove specific elements in this sex trafficking case.
Force, fraud, or coercion. Now, you have to have one of those elements. Now, the only time you don't is when it applies to children.
This civil lawsuit filed by Diddy's former producer, Rodney Jones, alleges that he witnessed sex trafficking, the distribution and use of illegal drugs and firearms.
It didn't have to be this way. But now, this is the only way.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire.
Some mob type stuff.
This morning, Sean Diddy Combs firing back.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Amid the firestorm of sex trafficking allegations, authorities raiding his homes in Los Angeles and Miami, the rapper now on the defense. His attorney calling it a witch hunt, telling ABC News there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences.
Hey, they was in there looking for something. I'm telling you, I think Diddy got dirt on everybody, right? Like, it's probably some higher ups that he got dirt on, and he probably got the tapes or whatever. So they was like, yo, we finna, hey, send him in. We need to get everything that he got. If this stuff come to light, we need to get it first. And that's probably why they sent all those people up in there. That's just my thoughts, though.
Those search warrants executed by dozens of Homeland Security investigators, seizing multiple electronic devices. Agents descending on his Holmby Hills mansion in fatigues, briefly detaining 2 of Combs' adult sons, seen here wearing handcuffs. His attorney saying there is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated.
The next steps for law enforcement is either one of 2 things. Either 1, execute another search warrant and collect more evidence against Sean Combs and others in his circle, or 2, present the evidence they have to a grand jury and see if they can secure an indictment.
New photos obtained by TMZ show Combs was at this executive airport in Miami with his 3 high school-aged children prepping for spring break, the same day seen pacing outside the airport. As the raids were unfolding, a known Combs associate, Brendan Paul, was being arrested on an outstanding warrant for cocaine possession. Paul, seen in this civil complaint, referred to as Combs' mule for drugs and guns. The searches reportedly aimed to gather evidence to corroborate accounts from several women who spoke to federal prosecutors. The 54-year-old, who has gone by many names since establishing Bad Boy Records in 1993, is the subject of multiple civil lawsuits. One of those suits from music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who worked on Combs' The Love album, accusing him of sexual assault and suing him for $30 million, saying he groped, harassed, and threatened him. Combs has denied all allegations against him, his attorney saying Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name.
That's probably some, they ain't arrested, that's some AI, I think. Y'all think that's really Diddy? Or which one do y'all think's Diddy for real? if that is an actual, like if that was an actual mugshot of Diddy on one side, that's not Diddy on that side. Like them two different people. If that is a real picture. Let me know what y'all think though.
Daphne Joy, right here, the ex of 50 Cent and mother of his child, was named in Diddy's lawsuit. And I wondered why was 50 Cent trolling Diddy so hard this entire week. But apparently she was a part of the squad, and she was one of the many women who was on payroll and getting money every month to do you know what at his convenience. And y'all know 50 Cent did not let that go. Y'all look what he posted on his Instagram. In a picture of himself, he decided to basically call her out and say, "Word, I didn't know you was a sex worker." Y'all can see the caption there at the bottom. This entire Diddy case is a mess.
Self and do your job, bitch, come fine. Come on, I pull up presidential. I feel like Joe Bynes. All my niggas know his motion. Nigga be looking like a lineman. I don't know who D-Lo is, but
out here living his best life.
You know what I think? I think the whole P. Diddy situation is a distraction from what's really going on in the stars and the sky. You know what gave me that notion? Elon Musk. Elon Musk added his 2 cents to P. Diddy's situation, and that just made everything make sense. Because for the past 2 days, y'all, I waited because I noticed the moon and the stars, the constellations, have been in a whole nother spot than they usually are at a particular point of time at night. And even early in the morning, I usually see the moon over here in this area, the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper around this area. Now everything is around this side. Now for years, since I've been a kid, all of the stuff is at a certain place at a certain time. But in that Bible, y'all, it did say the signs were showing the stars. What's going on to where the signs are showing and the dude that does all this space work has time to chime in on celebrity gossip on a hip-hop artist? It just don't make sense, y'all. It just don't. I mean, don't get distracted. Stay woke.
I mean, Elon's a celebrity himself, though, honestly.
Am I the only one, or has anyone else thought of why would the astronauts have their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Why are they actors?
Oh, excuse me. Because it's a lot of weird shit going on right now within the last 24 hours. I know y'all heard about Puff Daddy, Puffy, the diddler.
The
Diddy
diddler.
Do It? Diddy. No Diddy. Got raided. Right? But this video came out showing the last time that Puffy was out in public. And he looks visibly nervous, looking over his shoulder. Nobody's really interacting with him. Let me let y'all watch the video first. Hold, please.
Yo, he looked like he just spoke with Smokey was smoking on Friday.
It's Angel does, Holmes. So I hit it real hard, right? As soon as he said that, I started feeling funny as hell.
The man nervous. Like he's shaking his legs and shit.
It's a good question. Did he know? He knew something was about to happen?
Yeah, that didn't look right. You know, he knows that his time is up, and he plans on taking down everybody. So he has the biggest target on his back right now from the others. Wow, I need him to be punished for all his crimes. I will say this. Diddy did not commit suicide. I'm letting you know now. They're on their ass.
My apologies in advance, but you can't tell me that this looks like an accident. I mean, take a look at the angle in which it takes
into it
in order to hit that bridge.
Look at that.
Now, I decided to ask artificial intelligence program called Copilot from Microsoft Bing's search engine what the effects of this bridge collapse will have on the economy and the surrounding areas. And the answers should be very alarming, but also not surprising. Check this out. An average of 4,900 trucks per day carry $28 billion worth of goods. Those are now going to need to be rerouted due to the bridge collapse. And the greatest impact is expected on hazardous materials such as diesel fuel. And we're already having problems with gas prices. This is only going to make things worse and set things back as it pertains to gas prices. But there's more, of course. The bridge plays a crucial role in the nation's infrastructure and the supply chain. The disruption is going to have long-lasting effects. Baltimore serves as the largest entry point in the U.S. for large agriculture and construction equipment, including tractors, farming combines, bulldozers, and heavy-duty trucks bound for the Midwest, the farmland of America. Let's visit that now. Because this collapse comes just during the peak of planting season in the Midwest. And once again, it's going to affect the farming and the food. Additionally, construction activities also pick up in colder climates as the ground thaws. The economic impact extends beyond immediate costs, potentially affecting businesses, jobs, and regional stability. But there's more. The bridge's collapse affects the entire supply chain, including the movement of agricultural equipment, fertilizers, and other essential materials. Farmers may face challenges in receiving necessary supplies, leading to potential delays in planting, maintenance, and harvesting. The economic repercussions extend beyond immediate costs, potentially affecting crop yields, prices, and again, regional stability. I want to hear from you what you think about this. No, not this predictive programming, but I want to know what you think about this taking place last night and what it's going to do to the country moving forward. Share this video with everyone that you know.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. Please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because
they are sketchy characters.
Enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So just clarify it because it's crazy out here online. So I play with the kids and I got permission from your mother and say all of that. Because it's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jesse and Delilah when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then we basically are sisters, all 4 of us. So. And then I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ava Brioni Combs. Let's go.
That is a little suspect. And the crazy thing is that he had to stop the video to say, hey, clear that up real quick for me. Clear that up for me. Talking about I was on the streets and he picked me up and said, come get in this car with me. Let's go back to my house. I want to play with these toys. Yeah, take that.
Y'all see this dumb shit right here? You see what they trying to do, y'all? Ain't no such thing as no demonic, whatever it is.
It really ain't.
Demon face syndrome.
It's some demons.
That's not no fucking syndrome. I'm sorry. And if you believe that's a fucking syndrome, I'm gonna keep that to myself. But for real, yo, I take shrooms and see shit like this. I take shrooms and see shit like this. When I look at people off the shrooms, they be looking like this or they look like something else. So look, man. Don't believe none of that shit they putting out there, man. All of this shit is just bullshit. And so it's still fear in you, too. Fuck that. We ain't living in no fear. I say.
All right, look, check it out. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not saying this is right. Neither I'm saying this is wrong. But just here's my theory when it comes to these bridges. Baltimore Bridge and Ohio Bridge. What if they are cutting off transportation for people for the coming days? It's just a theory. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I bugging out? Or am I on to something? Let me know in the comments.
Presented at it multiple times on streams, and people that he's close to have admitted that he really might be a part of it. One time Fusitsu called him out for being a part of it during the summer in 2023, and he got very nervous. Now this time again, he got very nervous again, and pay close attention on how badly he wants to switch up the topic.
Bro, you working for the other side? Let me know.
Nah, he ain't working for
Bro, now look into the camera and say you not the elites.
Charles.
Oh, wait, hold up. Whoa, he hesitated, bro.
He showed it.
Nah, you already hesitated, bro.
Listen.
Remember when we ran out of lip gloss and we kissed on Nickelodeon?
I know.
What?
Guys, want to know a little known fact?
When no one would hear us and we'd be begging, like, need a touch up,
We'd be like, please,
rolling.
we need a touch up, please.
We'd look at whoever was glossier at the moment, had more color, we'd be like, let's go. And we would transfer the cover.
That was really funny, I forgot.
Some crazy stuff in the industry.
The day the music died.
Messed her life up.
Allegations have come out over the years about Dan. One of those allegations was about all of his inappropriate behavior with Amanda Bynes. There was video that came out showing him in a hot tub with her. He was always asking like her, other child stars, females specifically, to like give him massages. He would massage them, and he would really, I don't want to say this term loosely, but it appeared he was almost trying to groom these girls. From an outsider's perspective, that's just my opinion, because they would develop this very close bond with him to where they would be spending so much time with him on set, off set. He was doing all of this like behind the scenes vlogging, recording, which was really weird. But what's so crazy about this, and the reason why I even used that term grooming, which again is just my opinion, is because
like, look at that. Like, why is she all up on him like that, man? Could never be my child. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And he just liking it too. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Creep.
With Amanda Bynes specifically, it got to the point where she tried to get emancipated from her parents to go live with Dan and his wife when she was just a kid, just a teenager. I think she was only 15 years old at the time. Maybe 13 or 15. It's not confirmed, so I'm just going to say right now, guys, this is all speculation for what I'm about to tell you. But There was a secret account of Amanda Bynes on Twitter from almost a decade ago where she proved her identity by showing her ID on it, uploading pictures of herself, things like that, saying that she was using this burner account because her parents basically had control over her actual Twitter account because of the conservatorship, and that she wanted to bring certain darkness to light.
They do that to a lot of childhood stars, right? When they hit a certain age, they hit them with that conservatorship or whatever, you know, the parents do, and then take control of basically everything from that point on. And the people go crazy. You know, I think that happened to Britney Spears too. See what happened with her.
In those tweets, which at the time was kind of when Amanda started going on a little bit of a downward spiral, so people were taking it with a grain of salt, not really sure what to do with it. But in these tweets, she's identifying a lot of concerning behavior. And in one specific tweet, she writes out this message and has certain capital letters in it, kind of like a Taylor Swift code thing, where the capital letters all spell out Dan did it. There is also an allegation from her saying that she was pregnant at 13 years old and had an abortion. Kind of sharing with you everything that people are talking about, because this goes so deep.
That's messed up, man. It's messed up. I feel bad for Amanda. I used to watch that show.
Miranda seeming uncomfortable while Dan is touching her.
What can't you say? I mean, honest to God, I could go on and on
Creep.
about all the wonderful qualities about Miranda, but I know
Creep.
time limits,
Let go of her.
consolidated to just this one thing. In all the years I've known Miranda, I guess 9 years now, she hasn't changed. Miranda hasn't changed one bit. All those awesome qualities that she had when she was 9 years old, all the goodness, all those smiles.
Let me know if I'm overreacting. And make sure you hit that follow button because I have a whole deep dive coming.
Nah, you ain't overreacting. She was quick to step away.
Yeah, I think that's more beyond. You orange? Are you official orange from now on? I got blue.
I write hat of spoons, and we get
Hat of spoons.
a hat of spoons. This is why I'm in Hollywood.
Yeah, eat your cereal, kids.
See, Dan, we talk about Diddy all day. We need to be talking about this guy, Danny, because Danny be on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right in the open with it, too. Right in the open with it. And we okay with it. Why? Because it's Nickelodeon or something like that?
Update everybody's been waiting on. Sean Diddy Combs denied the meritless accusations waged against him as he spoke out for the first time following Homeland Security's raid on his homes in Los Angeles and Miami on Monday. Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residence. His attorney, Aaron Dyer, said Tuesday in a statement provided to Fox News Digital. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained, but spoke to and cooperated with authorities. The unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment for Mr. Combs. Is it? Is it a premature rush to judgment? I know there are so many black people that have been online making this a black people thing, and I really want y'all to stop. What did Cat Williams say? We on the light, we on the side of light, and the other side is the other side. Yeah, it's about right and wrong. And I cannot stand that there are so many of y'all that all of a sudden turn into, well, I can't judge him. I've sinned, so I can't judge him. Really? Have you taken advantage of people consistently and without fail for the past 30 years? Because if you haven't done that, this is not comparable. He did that shit. This is surveillance video of his home after they raided and they took his computers and other technology. And of course, Suge Knight, Candace Owens, everybody wants to tell y'all that, oh, you know, they're really just going there to get evidence on bigger people because Diddy had evidence on bigger people. And I told y'all that. He's following the Hugh Hefner model. You have parties, you record people in compromising situations, and you use the recordings in order to get away with all of your illegalities like trafficking girls. So this is another thing that's been going on, which is why we get to the whole situation situation with Young Miami. But we also need to talk about the fact that his drug mule was also arrested during this time coming off his plane. Brendan Paul, former Syracuse basketball player, was arrested. Okay, apparently he had cocaine and marijuana candy on him that allegedly he was supposed to be picking up to bring to Diddy. He's seen hanging around Diddy over the years, and it is really weird when a young white man like this is hanging around Diddy. It's a lot going on. Just because they did not arrest Diddy today or yesterday doesn't mean Diddy's not going down. Because to me, it just seems like they're just trying to make sure that they connect all of the dots. As of right now, it's unclear if the arrests and raids are connected. They are. But Brendan was named in the sex trafficking lawsuit against Diddy as the person who allegedly supplied the mogul's drugs. And this was said beforehand. Before this whole raid situation went down, it was already said in Lil Rod's court documents that this man was the person that was handling the pink cocaine, such as they say. I had to Google. I was like, girl, what the hell is pink cocaine? Young Miami comes to the front. Pink cocaine? Was touring with JT and making subpar rap music on good beats really that hard? Was it really that much work that you decided instead that you were going to become a sex worker for Diddy? Oh, like I told y'all, the people in Miami say that's the stock she come from. I'm like, well, we gonna find out if she really a bottom bitch, because her name is involved in a lot of this as a sex worker. Earlier this week, music producer Lil Rod amended the bombshell $30 million sexual assault lawsuit he filed against Diddy in February. In the fresh information added to the suit, Rodney Jones claims Diddy has harassed him and his family since he made his accusations public. And you can believe that's the type of time Diddy is on. If you listen to the things that people have said, they've been threatened to stay quiet. When y'all always want to ask, why now? Why are they talking about it now? Well, they're talking about it now because they probably feel the safest to do so at this point. And shout out to Cassie, because if it wasn't for Cassie, I don't think anybody would have felt safe enough to put it out there. And shout out to Cassie's husband. Ain't it crazy how the white man had to set her free? Girl. He also added Cuba Gooding Jr. to the situation as another defendant, accusing the actor of sexual abuse and molestation. And anybody that's been paying attention to this fool, ever since he played O.J. Simpson, he ain't been right. And I mean, there was video of him feeling up on women and all of that, and I think somehow he still got away with it. I wonder how. I wonder who he's friends with that might have evidence on the right people to get him out of situations. According to new reports, the additional 25 pages of information also named Young Miami as someone who was once tasked with providing Diddy with a drug substance called pink cocaine. Per a medical website, Tusi or Tucci, also known as pink cocaine, is a combination of pink food coloring, strawberry flavoring, ketamine, caffeine, and MDMA. Yeah, y'all need y'all cocaine to taste like strawberries? Rodney Jones says in his suit that during rehearsals for a performance, Diddy requested the synthetic drug from his purported drug mule, Brendan Paul. However, when Paul realized he forgot to pack Diddy's alleged drug of choice, the businessman chief of staff, Christina Coram, contacted Young Miami to bring the pink cocaine with her to the event, according to legal documents. So homegirl was just bringing something from the house.
She just got it on deck.
It seemed like Young Miami was sticking cocaine in her coochie and getting on planes. The lawsuit reportedly notes plaintiff and the Combs Rico Enterprise were rehearsing for something in the Westival in Virginia. Plaintiff Jones personally witnessed Mr. Combs do a few lines of coke in his dressing room, and we all know, have y'all ever seen him on Instagram Live? Have y'all ever seen him dancing for no reason and shit? Diddy's almost 60. Where y'all think he get that energy from? Sucking it from the lives of the children of Salem, but also from doing all of these drugs, these designer synthetic drugs. Y'all, this is how you get a RICO charge. Not just the sex trafficking, but making the people around you secure, transport, and distribute illegal substances, including ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, mushrooms, and Tucci, on behalf of the billionaire. while all of this was going on in the videos, we did see that Justin and Christian, we saw them handcuffed outside of the house. His girlfriend Raven posts this video of them as all of this is going on. Okay, so I'm like, there's sex trafficking involved. You know, your man's out here in handcuffs. Why are you posting y'all in a like sexually compromising moment? Like, it's just a tongue kiss, y'all. But it seems like, bitch, are you a bird brain? Why are you posting this right now? Like, he's literally handcuffed outside of the house, and we're talking about Rico and sex trafficking. And you're like, let me show us the last time we was. You gotta get smart hoes. Like, you can't be, if you're gonna be doing legalities, you can't be out here with dumb hoes. So disrespect to the young lady, but it's giving dumb hoe. You know what I'm saying, girl? Why are you posting that? You need to be somewhere looking modest and acting like, you know, Christian is always on the up and up. Girl, where's the prayer for his safety? I don't think Diddy really cares about his kids that much. Yes, he wants the sign that his penis was here. I think that's what it's really about. It's not really about loving and paying attention to those children, because if that was the case, again, Lori Harvey, you did wrong to too many people as far as I'm concerned. I don't even understand how so many people are online defending Diddy when we have such a history of Diddy taking advantage of his artists, taking advantage of the people from the band. I know a lot of y'all might be too young to remember the band, but that was when we realized that Diddy wasn't shit. Diddy had them people walking from borough to borough to get shit he could get somebody to go pick up quickly, just because he wanted to humble them, because he had to let them know that they ain't shit. I don't need to be a perfect person in order to feel like somebody like Diddy needs to go down. Him and all of the rest of them that are abusive to the community that they sweat up and down, that they care about and they love. But if they really cared about the community, they wouldn't be doing some of this shit that they doing. So I don't want to hear nothing from y'all about, oh, black people. No. Because y'all don't care when people hurt the black community. Y'all only care when somebody that's hurting the black community is being held accountable. And now y'all want everybody to give a fuck about the fact that he black. He don't care about that. So why should we?
Ain't that the truth? Y'all, did he do it? Let me know in the comments, man. I feel like a lot of these people get thirsty for power and they just go crazy with it, and it just takes over, you know, and they start doing weird stuff, just weird, crazy stuff like these people. That's why I don't never want to be a part of the industry. YouTube is enough for me. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.